Hello everyone and welcome to EduTab. So guys, we are back with another session for NABARD Grade A Phase 2 Descriptive English for the year 2021. And in this session, we'll be discussing some very important minutes to remember, the do's and don'ts of your exams, something that you should know beforehand and you should not make these mistakes in your exam. So guys, without any further ado, let's jump into the session. So I will be discussing 5 very common mistakes not to make, while drafting an answer. So this should be kept in mind, and these mistakes should be very careful looked into by an aspirant, right? So what is the first mistake that I want you to remember? The first and foremost is grammatical typos, spelling or punctuation errors. So guys, I hope you know this, that every grammatical error or typo or spelling error will cost you half a mark. So let's say if you make 10 mistakes, you will lose 5 marks, and those 5 marks will be very crucial. So it is important that you should practice some very important spellings and grammatical errors that you should look into before you prepare for your exam. So guys, because obviously this is descriptive English, and if you make grammatical mistakes or punctuation mistakes or spelling errors or typos, they will cost you marks. So try not to make any of these and make sure that you do not make any silly mistakes. I'll show you an example. Although see, the essay written by the student was absolutely good, right? Absolutely brilliant. But the problem was these mistakes. See, the question was digitalization results in unemployment. Do you agree? So he started with the worst thing. Yes, I do agree with digitization. Result is unemployment. See, this is the mistake that he makes. Punctuation errors and spelling mistakes that he has made. Earlier in workplace, many registers are being maintained, were being maintained. So guys, should be careful about such mistakes. However, as time passes, many of the offices are using. So, do not try to make the spelling errors or these mistakes, because this will cost half a mark. So the student could have scored really well, but he made, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he basically lost 7 to 8 or 9 marks for the mistakes that he had made. So guys, we cannot lose marks like this. So make sure that you do not make any grammatical errors or any spelling errors or any mistakes that, you should be careful about. Second point that I want to discuss with you is titles, bullets, and numberings. Guys, when you are drafting your essays, now try to avoid titles, numberings, or bullets in an essay, but you can use them in reading comprehension. So for essay, you have to avoid any titles, any bullets, or any numberings, but it can be used for reading comprehension. So in reading comprehension, you can use bullets, numberings, or titles, but in essay, you should not do it, because that makes it look like a report, right? I'll give you an example. The student, look at this essay. The student had written a very good essay. Late Dr. Abdul Kalam had a dream of providing urban facilities to rural areas. His vision is based on interdependence of infrastructure and rural transformation. In pursuit of his vision, government has taken several initiatives like Indira Awas Yojana, PM Gram, Sadak Yojana, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, BharatNet, providing urban facilities to rural areas, pura. So let's explore the relationship between infrastructure and rural transformation. So this was about rural economy. So what he did was he assigned one paragraph and he titled every paragraph: road, electricity, agriculture infrastructure, IT infrastructure, school. So looking at this, it seems like he has covered all the points, but that is where, you have to understand, whenever we are writing an essay, you have to discuss it from different angles. You have to discuss different aspects: socio-economic aspect, geographic aspect, then bring it to political aspect, governmental issues, then constraints, then implications, then challenges. So many other things have to be discussed while we are writing our essay. So do not try to title the paragraphs, because that looks like a report. So don't do it, guys. Try to avoid titles, bullet points, or numberings in an essay, but you can use them in reading comprehension. The third point that I wanted to discuss with you: word limit and structure. So guys, please make sure that you follow the word limit very carefully, because in essay, if they are asking you to write 400 words, that means you can stay up to 400, you can go up to 420, 425, or you can, stay back up to 380 or 375. That would be a safe word limit. But guys, anything beyond that or under that will cost you marks. Similarly, if they've given you a précis, right, this was for essay. Now, if they've given you a 170 words for précis, that means you can go up to maximum 180 or you can stay up to 160. But uh, I think guys, in précis, I think you should not actually exceed the word limit, but a couple of words here and there is perfectly all right. But I mean, obviously it is not possible that you exactly finish your précis in 170, right? But anything between 160 to 180 is all right. But if you go beyond that, I mean, that will cost you marks. Similarly, reading comprehension, for let's say if you are given 5 questions, or let's say if you're given a letter to write in 250 words. So 250 means you can stay up to 245 or you can go up to 265. But anything beyond that would be problematic. Similarly for RC, if you are given 5 questions for 30 marks, that means every question is for 6 marks. So you'll have to write around 60 to 70 words per answer, right? 60 to 70 words per answer, because there is a point calling it a descriptive English paper. Descriptive, you have to describe your answers. If they wanted you to find the facts from the passage, they would have given you multiple choice questions, don't you think? But they do not give you multiple choice questions, they give you descriptive questions. So that means they want to see your articulation. So at least for 6 mark question, right, for 5 questions, and for 6 marks, that means you have to write 60 to 70 words per answer. So please follow the word limit, guys. Please make sure that you do not overshoot or do not stay far below the word limit in this paper, right? The fourth point that I wanted to discuss with you is monotonous and repetitive ideas or monotonous points. So guys, in a précis or in an essay or in a reading comprehension, try not to repeat something because that looks very poor. So always strategize your answer. Always, make a structure of your answer so that you know what points you are going to discuss in which part of your essay or which part of your précis, that you avoid replication, you avoid monotonous points, and you do not have to keep on writing the same points over and over again, right? So try to avoid monotonous points or repetitive ideas. All right. And last point to discuss is quotations versus proverbs. So guys, I've always told you, try to avoid quotations in this particular paper. Reason being, guys, you never know what the evaluator believes in, and you should not take that chance. So it is better that you use proverbs rather than using quotations from any famous personality, right? And I always say this is a wastage of word limit. If you are writing something, try to be very, very factual about your about the information that you're providing. So rather than using quotations, it's better to use proverbs in an essay, right? So these were the 5 very common mistakes that I usually see students making. So I wanted to discuss these certain points with you. And guys, I think we've covered all the aspects of our descriptive English part. We've covered essay writing, we've covered précis, we've covered RC, we've covered letter, right? I think we've discussed the word limit, we have discussed model essays, we have discussed some do's and don'ts now, and we'll be taking one more session about, I think we also discussed exam interface, right? And we'll have one more session regarding another important point that I wanted to discuss with you. That will be tomorrow. So I hope your preparations are going well, guys. And if you wish to contact us for anything, these are our contact details. You can call us during the office hours on this number 81462072241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutab.co.in. Right. So guys, please make sure that you do not make these mistakes, and we'll be back with another session and many such sessions before your exam. Till then, keep on working hard, stay safe, stay healthy, and I wish all the very best for your preparations and for your endeavors in life. I'll see you soon, guys. Till then, take care and happy learning to all of you.